The Associates. You may not know who this band are, although you may be familiar with 18 Carat Love Affair. No? Club Country? I guess that's no. Well, how about Party Fears 2? Party Fears 2 has always been one of those rather mysterious tracks. Whenever I've played this song in front of friends and family, they've always looked slightly bemused. This could be for a multitude of reasons, yet I believe the main reason is because Party Fears 2 isn't your traditional pop song. The jangle piano used for the intro, Billy Mackenzie's operatic vocals, and the tension this song creates leaves us speechless. The track could have been released at any point in time and would have still been counted as unusual. I suppose 1982 was the most appropriate time for Party Fears 2 to be released. I say this since the song was originally written in the late 70s. However, both Billy Mackenzie and Alan Rankine decided they would wait until the time was right. You have to remember that the late 70s was during an era of punk. Imagine if Party Fears 2 had been released then. The track would have most likely not done as well as it has. And so, the song was featured on the Associates' breakthrough album, Sulk. Now this album features without a doubt some of the Associates' greatest work. You have the likes of Nude Spoons with its fast pace featuring Mackenzie hitting incredibly high notes. There's also the aforementioned Club Country with its synth pop sound. This song presents similar themes to that of Party Fears 2. Club Country was fortunately a notable success, and so was Party Fears 2, peaking at number 9 on the UK singles chart. But enough about the story, let's finally take a look at this song. First of all, allow us to take a look at the overall instrumentation and sound of this track. Depending on which version of Party Fears 2 you're listening to, you may be welcomed by the jangle piano playing, or you may firstly hear this enigmatic sound which is atmospheric and gripping. Ultimately, no matter which version you listen to, we all still hear that iconic piano riff. The riff is unforgettable, often being played throughout the song. Party Fears 2 is upbeat, however the sense of tension throughout this track is more or less perpetual, and Billy Mackenzie's vocals only help to further convey the tension found here. His vocals are operatic, Mackenzie's voice soars from low to incredibly high notes. In addition to that, Billy Mackenzie's voice is full of emotion. The tensity is constantly built up, although when Mackenzie states "awake me," this acts as the perfect release of tension. Moreover, the tensity begins to fade out nearer the end of Party Fears 2, until in certain versions we're solely left with the sound of Billy Mackenzie's voice. 3 cups smashing, a reference to the lyrics, and chewing gum being spat out. When hearing this section of the track, I immediately think of a party having just ended. The sense of tension has died out, only being left alone. Right, the lyrics for Party Fears 2 have been a point of discussion for countless years. The reason is because the lyrics for this track are ambiguous and cryptic, although Mackenzie did have this to say about the lyrics. Party Fears 2 could be about a whole lot of things. It could be about a husband and wife arguing with each other. It could be about communism and conservatism, political party extremes. It could be about schizophrenics. The lyrics of a song like that go deliberately to the extremes to get something across, like an actor using a heavy hand gesture when he speaks a line. Apparently Billy got the title of this track from when his brother stated Party Fears 2, after seeing 2 girls attempting to crash a local party he was at. Something else I wish to mention is that Alan Rankine has stated that Billy Mackenzie spent 2 years getting the lyrics right for the song. With that information out of the way, it is vital I make it clear that there are countless interpretations of Party Fears 2, although many believe the song is about insecurity, which makes sense when hearing lines such as there is more to Party Fears 2 than just insecurity. In fact, many believe the track is also about a relationship, if that be either romantic or friendly. We get the idea of this relationship from the constant use of the word you, as if the protagonist is speaking to someone individually. Moreover, in this relationship, one likes parties whilst the other one doesn't. I say this because, well, just listen to the lyrics. There is also the ending line, "Awake me." It's simple, though signifies the need to be awoken from this nightmare, which is the party. Obviously, we can only speculate, there is no clear meaning. Yet, let's just take a look at a few more lines, beginning with, in my opinion, this line is highlighting the fact that this character is self-conscious, possibly being consumed by their own anxiety. There is a lot of self-doubt in this line, expecting to smash another cup within the hour. We'll now be looking at lines 1 and 2 from verse 3. A partner, friend, is telling the protagonist that they're dressed too smartly. This results in them standing out from the crowd. This is deeper meaning. The character stands out from the crowd as they look awkward and at unease. The standing line is the protagonist saying that they're supposedly relaxed, although it's hard to tell considering how nervous they appear. The final 2 lines we'll be looking at are lines 4 and 5 in verse 3. They cannot contain their anxiety for any longer, and I think this shows, especially with the final line. The final line seems to be a jumble of words, as they wonder what's wrong. Of course, there are many more vastly different interpretations of the lyrics, but I hope I've at least helped to consolidate the most popular interpretations of Party Fears 2. Nevertheless, seeing as you stayed this long through the video, let's take a look at the legacy of this song and anything else which I may need to discuss surrounding the track. First of all, we need to briefly discuss the peculiar demo for Party Fears 2. Honestly, this is a strange demo. The lyrics are different in places, and when the lyrics are different, they're nothing like the version of Party Fears 2 we all know and love. Yeah, I suppose we best move on to discussing how the BBC Radio 4 series Weekending used an instrumental from the song.
Weekending, December the 4th, a look back at the week's news with the award-winning Sally Grace.
However, let's now take a look at the more intriguing covers of Party Fears 2. Beginning with Divine Comedy, no one is really too fond of this cover. Personally, I believe it's okay, although nothing to write home about. But the Heaven 17 cover of Party Fears 2 is something special. Much like Divine Comedy's cover, it's quite different from the original, yet the ambience created here is spectacular. There's an element of sadness to this cover, it's moving. What if this Party Fears 2? By no means is this as good as the original, but I'll admit that I have both the original and the Heaven 17 cover on the same playlist, which says a lot. Okay, I believe I've covered everything I intended to discuss, so allow us to move on to the conclusion. In summary, Party Fears 2 is an unforgettable track. It's a shame that soon after the Sulk album, the Associates would never achieve the same success again. You see, Alan Rankine soon left the group just before the Sulk tour, and so Mackenzie continued alone, keeping the Associates' name, although the Associates sold far fewer records and struggled to find chart success. Billy Mackenzie eventually dropped the Associates' name. Of course, he continued with a solo career, but with a limited success. However, at least we can all look back at the early 80s, when Billy Mackenzie, Alan Rankine, the Associates were at their height of success, bringing with them Party Fears 2, one of the best Scottish pop songs of all time. So if you don't mind me, I will leave you with this brief yet accurate description of the pop classic which is Party Fears 2.
Party Fierce 2 was... It sounded as if it had been beamed in from another planet. There is no other way to describe it. It's like no pop writer before or since.
Hello, please make sure to like, subscribe and comment. But most importantly, share this video as that would prove incredibly helpful. Is there a song you would like me to look at next time? Make sure to tell me in the comments down below. Bye!